Meanwhile, drunk people, they hurt people more than anyone else I know. No remorse about it whatsoever. They just do it. Drunk people in a room full of other drunk people, all of them just screaming over each other, waiting for their chance to talk. They're not hearing a word the other person's saying. They're just glad that somebody smiles and laughs and nods their head. That's fucking pathetic. But then when them alcoholics around people that aren't drunk, it's a different story. Those people aren't as tolerant of the drunk. And in some cases, they're actually more tolerant because it's family. Somehow, America has become this disease that just preys on the poor. Right now, the decisions that Donald Trump's making, thousands of people in every single state are going to be homeless. Thousands already are. I always tell you all about the conservative numbers, about how there's supposedly 430-something thousand people who are homeless on the streets on any given night. Now I'm going to do some math here. How many people are in the United States prison system? The American criminal justice system holds almost 2.3 million people in 1,833 state prisons, 110 federal prisons, 1,772 juvenile correctional facilities, 3,134 local jails, 218 immigration detention facilities, and 80 Indian country jails, as well as in military prisons, civil commitment centers, of course, state psychiatric facilities. 2.3 million people. Now let's see what 81% of, see, make sure I get that number right, 2.3 million. 2,300,000. That's 81% of the prison population, or 81% of the incarcerated population, sorry. The prison system includes a lot of different facilities. 81% of those people are homeless. Now they say in the conservative numbers that there's only 400 and something thousand homeless people. Of course, you've got 1,863,000 homeless people in the U.S. prison system. 1,863,000. That's a lot of people. They're not technically homeless because they're incarcerated. Now the police and the courts try to doctor these numbers as best they can by using our last previous address. Lovely. Or just writing down a local address and saying that you live there. even if you don't. But it's fine. I want someone to blow my head off. That is what I want. What I needed was for people to speak out, and they just didn't. They didn't try very fucking hard. Now, all these people had to do was tell the truth. If they'd have just come forward and told the truth, I wouldn't have had to record our phone calls to show the truth. I gave Maddie Boa all the time in the world. I gave Miss Peaches all the time in the world. The whole time, all it would have taken was just one of these fucking cowards to speak up. But they didn't. They didn't even try. They claimed to. And for 7 months after Natalie was killed, I was forced into homelessness, by the way, because Natalie was killed. Her killer is sitting in prison right now. I do feel responsible for Natalie's death, but not just hers. I feel personally responsible for Tiber Hatay's death because I couldn't get anyone to listen. When I spoke out about them injecting those drugs into me, refusing to allow me to call the police, keeping me longer than they should have, but they wanted the money. That's Clearview Behavioral Health for you. By the way, that's only one of many reasons I can't go to the state of Colorado. All of them having to do with Natalie Bollinger and how the police all over the United States botched that fucking case. How police in Boulder, Colorado were able to manipulate the system as they are trained to do and torture me and charge me with crimes as if I was the one who had been assaulting people. No, that was Officer Waylon Lolatai. Waylon Lolatai. Now, what's he famous for? Now, first thing I'm going to do, copy this link address from Clearview. This right here. Tell you a little bit about Clearview. All right, next one. Now, the lady who's talking in here, this nurse lady, she's kind of hefty set. You can see her in the video with myself and those shitty ass goddamn staff members. That woman's in there laughing her ass off, laughing about what they had just done to me. When I hear a black person say these officers laughed at me while they were doing this, I wholeheartedly do believe that. Those officers were laughing their ass off when they killed Demetrius Shanklin too. If I could have gotten the cops to actually do their fucking jobs, a lot of people would still be alive, including Demetrius Shanklin. These laws that all y'all are trying to fight for, and so on and so forth, that just now they're starting to do something about. If you'd have given a shit when they did it to me, a lot of black lives would still be here. What they did to me at Clearview that killed Tiber Hatay, and killed Tony Timpa, they killed Elijah McClain. Yeah, I get that Tony was killed before the Natalie situation. I'm aware of that. I'm aware that that death could not have been prevented by listening to me. Although I've been speaking out about this for decades, so truly it actually could have. I got evidence of police misconduct and police abuse across the country. Documentation from the victims about their predators. Elizabeth, a thin U type, the evolution of a society is reflected in the way it treats its most vulnerable citizens. Yes, ma'am. I've heard that stated several different ways. It's actually a famous quote by several famous people. There's a guy on my Facebook. Right before Natalie was killed, there were two people I was trying to help find. One of them was the daughter of Shauna Sinclair. The other one was the son of Mandy Singer. I just realized what he typed was too incredibly long to put here. We'll see if instead of going to Facebook, I'll see if I have it on YouTube. I have a YouTube video. I just all right. Sorry about that. I'm sick to my stomach all the time. You know what that's from? It's from not seeing any of my loved ones, from not having that positivity in my life, from knowing that I can't go to the police for help no matter what. I even recorded police officers saying the things that